Hello, everyone. I decided I want to stream some more Guild Wars. I am sick right now, so there might be some distant coughing. I don't have an emergency mute button or anything. So convenient is that. I also was reminded I do not need Charm Animal to keep my pet around, so let's not... here, we'll just do that. Sure. Alright. Well, I wanted to play some more of this. I have until about 4 p.m. my time, aka the Guild Wars 2 reset time. At which point, I want to wrap up because I want to be able to get ready for a magic draft tonight. That I do want to go to. Because they're fun. I should salvage some I should get a new salvage kit. My memory is that Lauren sells the garbage cheap salvage kits. My memory is correct. Also, I might as well just buy one anyway. It doesn't matter that much. I'm getting real lucky on these iron drops. Gonna admit, was not expecting to get a tanned hide square out of that, but here we are. That is what I got. I won't worry about it. Will not worry about it. Let's see, I don't think I have any use for any of these, right? Not really, no. Hope everyone up. We're picnicking. Don't know why they call it picnicking. Connection strength is returned. Okay, frames back. I do need to remember to figure out a better solution to that, by which I mean get a replacement cable. That was a lot of frames that just got dropped all over the air. That's the problem, I'm 90% sure. Roughly. These are worth 10 gold, so I certainly maybe broke even there or lost a little money. We're not going to worry about it too much. I was hoping those would go up a bit more than they did, but they did not. It's alright. I'll go sometimes. Okie dokie. I need to grab quests. Do that. I think I want to continue on this character for a little bit more. The other thing that I'm considering is I also have an Ellie Mesmer in pre that it would be good to advance. Not sure if I'm going to do that today, though. Crichton Ambassador, yes, we know. King's Message to the Crichton Ambassador. Does anybody else have any quests for me yet? I could see wanting to limit how many other quests can pop up until you've done some of these primary quests, just from a matter of practicality. I'm going to want to add Alicia to my party. Let's go with Stefan in here. Stefan's a good, solid standby. Okay, Simon probably has his... and... talked about it before, but I really like these murals. I did... At some point in time, I somehow came into the acquisition of clean copies of, I mean, as clean as you could get back in those days, copies of the art for these, so it's not like broken off by being part of a wall or whatever, that I posted downloads or copies of into my Discord server for anybody who's curious. Camera feels a little close. Yes, this is just the census, where he's not delighted. Okay, I want to go talk to some NPCs that will actually give me skills. That would be great. I would like that. I don't need this poisonous stinger, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret. I'm carrying an extra poisonous stinger from the before the searing. Was that actually a concern? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's go. So because I'm not a warrior, War Master Grass probably doesn't have much in the way of quests for me. He might have something. No, he doesn't have anything. Okay. Never mind. He has nothing. That's a good one. Oh, Prince Rurik's up here. So that's nice. My pet's following me. Greetings, Ambassador Zane. Let me be the first to welcome you to Ascalon. Certainly no other officials have. I have this. Thank you for the hammer. Give me these. Thank you. We saw this already, and if you want me to go into it in more detail, you can watch a VOD. Or better yet, the slow playthrough VODs, because that's where I really get into it. Cool. I'm here for business, and that business is skills. Specifically, Master Ranger Ninte is over this way, and I want to go talk to him. And I was very enthusiastic about him in something I did back in the day. I think it was probably the slow playthrough, but that's been a while. I do not deal any damage with this bow. I'm going to blame my distinct lack of marksmanship. Meaning that I have no strike force, like, whatsoever. So the bow's damage is getting badly mitigated by enemy armor. I should just deathly swarm this thing. That'll work. I mean, that didn't actually do any damage because it got killed before I hit. But you know what I mean. It theoretically worked. I probably should switch over to a death magic anything and drop these ranger skills. But before we can do that, I need some skills to replace them with. So we're on the quest for skills to replace them with. Yep. Okay, surely I got a better truncheon than that, but I got rid of it because I didn't think about it. I'm using a bow right now. It's alright. Oh, that looked a little bit better. 37 damage. Yeah, that looked a little bit better than my... little claw hand there, casting them spells. Without a wand. Excuse me. Give me a little bit. Now, we're not doing your request, Rastin. We're going over here by Flint Touchstone. By the statue of Balthazar, the Master Ranger Ninte. Surely he will be able to teach me some additional skills. I do need to go to Sarlacc Sanitarium, though. That's where a couple Necros are hanging out. Just drinking some water. There's one thing I know about a couple of Necros hanging out in Sarlacc Sanitarium, that they're not hanging out in the catacombs because that collapsed. But they didn't want to go too far from it. Okay, Master Ranger Ninte, I want to show you this cat. There's another joke I could say there. I'm not making it. Yes, before the searing, many of Melandri stalkers roamed the land. Now these great cats are nearing extinction. And if we were to know the true extent to which the population has been decimated, blah, blah, blah. Yes, cat. Here is... Yeah. No, here's my cat. Tame one of Melandri stalkers is no mean feat. I mean, if you wanted to read that and you're watching the VOD, you can just pause it. If you want to know what it says, you can also... I think I went over most of these in the slow playthrough. I don't remember anymore. But you can also read the wiki. This is not lore focused. Hunter shot. Yeah, okay. We'll take that over that, I guess. Oh, this would be nice. Pet attack. Several days ago, a char patrol broke through the breach created by Duke Baradin's Vanguard. This is really important lore stuff right here. I think I talked about this in the slow playthrough, probably. They have been stalking innocent people here behind the wall. Their depredations, what a word choice, must not be allowed to continue. I go now to hunt these fiends. Would you accompany me? Yes. Let's go with Master Ranger Nente. I don't know. I just know I was very enthusiastic about Master Ranger Nente for some random reason. I think about his name struck me. Oh. Well, I mean, I also have this. And, now I will get the last laugh. Oh, good. My Melandri Stalker leveled up. The tricky thing about pets, of course, is they don't get experience from quests, so I don't think they do. Generally. Tracks lead off in this direction. Cool. Have you seen this Devourer corpse? It was unexploited, and I couldn't let that stand. Hmm. Ah, yes. My one soul reaping. Hmm. I've been thinking a little bit, by the way, about, I'm probably only going to start 3 characters in Prophecies. I was originally planning on doing all of the core professions, like starting each core profession there. These putrid explosions are really getting me down. Wow, that guy did not like Deathly Swarm. Anyway, I'm thinking I might not do that though, and might start Monk and Mesmer and Ranger in other campaigns. Because the logic here is that I'll have seen all of those quests and stuff anyway. Because I'm spreading those out. Like I did a Warrior Monk, and this is a Necro Ranger. I'm going to do an Ellie Mesmer, so I'm going to do all of them anyway. So why not start elsewhere where I can start getting other skills from other campaigns more rapidly? That seemed like a good idea to me. I'm not sure where I'd want to start them. However, I kind of feel like factions is more interesting. And I'm talking my logic out loud because that's how it's going to work today. And I'm thinking my reasoning for this is that Nightfall kind of has a really similar start regardless of your profession. Excuse me. Like, you got different master trainers sections, but, like, otherwise it's all pretty similar, I think. Right? So, like, I might as well do factions because you have individual storylines for each starting thing. So that sounds like it would be more interesting. Maybe I want to make one of those characters. I don't know, because so one of the big things that's tearing me in multiple directions of focus is I want to get a broad baseline of skills for heroes, which is best served by like doing what I'm doing now of like playing prophecies in order to be able to get a bunch of those prophecies skill quests done. That's immensely beneficial to me. And doing that across a variety of characters so I can get a bit of a breadth of skills. Like getting Hunter Shot right now unlocked on my account was actually kind of nice for Ranger heroes, such as those are any use. Anyone. And so, you know, things like that are quite useful, and getting that breadth is quite useful. But at the same time, like, getting to later game content will increase my overall resource pool, which in particular is, like, Prophecy's pacing is slow, but that also means you have more time to acquire resources. And I kind of want some of that mid area, the Maguma Jungle, Crystal Desert, in order to be able to acquire the crafting materials that I'll need to make max level armor. And my recollections of the slow playthrough are that, here, let me give myself some more healing, is that the Prophecies pacing gives you time to get the materials, but the other campaigns don't. Right? So it was a problem for me in the slow playthrough to get max armor for my Factions of Nightfall characters, just because I didn't have enough time with high enough level enemies that give good enough drops to be able to accumulate the resources that I needed. This Crown of Thorns is going to get eaten alive by a Deathly Swarm and my Vampiric Gaze. Never mind, it died before my Vampiric Gaze went off. And so I kind of want to, like, do characters for skills, but then I also need to start getting deeper so I can, like, drops just are not worth as much either in materials or in raw money. Hi, yes, we're here to distract the enemy some. And that's something where I'm like, okay, I want to get a character deeper, but at the same time I want to get skills more broadly. So it's a bit of a pickle. Because I play a character at a time. It's a fun pickle, though. Okay, Master Ranger, and I'll tell you, where the heck did we end up? This particular group of Char will threaten us no more. However, I fear that more of them might be heading this way. This group has the look of scouts. We need to discover the base camp where they are staging these assaults and destroy it. Excuse me. Yes, please, Gib. Actually, both of those are terrible for me. Favorable winds I'm not going to use. Dodge and Quickening Zephyr. Well, I mean, dodge is useful. I examined the bodies of those Char we slew and discovered something interesting. They are part of the warband led by Gorgan, Hatemonger, a particularly nasty Char with whom I have had a few run-ins. Gorgan can usually be found near a bridge that spans a chasm of black sludge in the breach. If you were able to find and destroy him, it would throw any plans his warband had for an attack in disarray. Can I count on you? Gorgan will trouble us no more. I remember this quest. Where? Oh, okay. I'm gonna loop around to Sarlacc Sanitarium then. Kind of the backside of that. Yeah, Ashford should just be around the corner here. And then that should be towards Wizard's Folly? Question mark? I see we have dropped a few more frames. I hope that did not interrupt any of my, I don't know, doing something interesting. Ooh. Yeah, I think I do want to kind of be using this pet throughout things on this character. Because, like, you know, when I'm getting gold drops of, like, 70 gold or 100 gold, it's so much better than 10. The big thing that that is not the button I wanted to use. The big thing that I really need to do on any of these starting characters is get enough skills within like a singular attribute line that I can actually like begin to coalesce around specific attributes instead of being spread thin like I'm Bilbo's life over too much batter. I was further from Ashford than I was thinking I was. Yeah, I think that I'll focus on trying to get all pet beast mastery skills on this character. Isn't it weird that gear can mean equipment as well as a toothed object for rotating within contraptions and transferring force? I think that's interesting. I don't know why, but that gives me flashbacks to Hexen and finding gear items that you needed to repair puzzles and mechanisms. I have an immense fondness for that game. Also, I've been really fond of Blue Tile ever since Heretic, playing that game. I have a playthrough of Hexen that I streamed some time ago. You can find the VODs on my YouTube channel. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a Doom engine FPS, but it has 3 character classes, and that's how it works. And they each have 4 weapons, and it's very fun. It has a different style level structure with hubs, and they did a lot of very creative stuff with a heavily modified version of the Doom engine, because you can like look up and down, and you can even get items that let you fly, and pretty neat. Has an inventory for usable items. For some reason, I have a copy of the game for the Nintendo 64. What does this do anyway? Axe Rex foes attacking that foe suffers from bleeding for 10 seconds. Oh, okay. Hey there, it worked. I'm assuming, and that wasn't sever artery from Stefan. If I bring up this pet panel, then I can actually see the things go. But I need to go talk to a necromancer teacher so I can do something about this point blank shot and maybe coalesce around something. I mean, I'm basically death magic plus beast mastery. Let's be real. We'll talk to the art man later. Okay, that's a lot of random stuff. I want my salvage bot. Ooh, highly salvageable. I mean, for certain definitions of highly salvageable, yes. Oh, no, that's the good stuff right there. Okay, Venzel, give it to me straight. By which I mean a salvage kit that actually has 25 charges instead of 10. I do not need this Warhammer. Highly salvageable for 2 wood planks feels like a bit of an understatement. Game. Okay, I want to hang on to this scorched lodestone. It can go in my pile. Excuse me. I need it for a necromancer quest later. Ooh, 38 gold Warhammer. Now that probably got nearly the 100% increase in value that you can get from identifying things. I'm pretty sure identification can double things' value at maximum. Plus 50 for highly salvageable. My ID kit's running low, so I'm gonna just pick up a replacement while I'm here. Okay, cool. Cool beans is such a weird phrase. Necromancer Mune. I don't know, however your name. Okay, you'll give me Insidious Parasite. The rest of these are redundant with skills that I already got, but that's how these things work. Do you wish to prove yourself a true necromancer? Then I have a task for you. A group of Grawl raided the sanitarium several days past. We drove them off, but not before they took off with a valuable artifact, a holy relic that Menlo had retrieved from the catacombs. This is the Paulus quest, so it's a nice callback to that. I think that's what this is a callback to. I would have to recheck the Paulus quest. I'm not going to right now. The Grawl were last seen just north of here. I shall accompany you on the mission to evaluate your performance. When you are ready, meet me just outside the sanitarium. Excellent. I also see that Kasha has something. Yes. Dark Pact and Mark of Pain. Those are some blood magic and curses. I have a task that seems well suited to your skills. One who was once a respected member of our order has turned against Ascalon. Oberon the Reviled seeks to live up to his name by carving out his own kingdom of the dead here in the ruins of Ascalon. Oberon is cunning, but has an uncontrollable temper and can be goaded into action. I'd like you to head east of here, find his minions, and slay them. I think 6 should be sufficient number to raise Oberon's ire. Are you up to the task? Should be no problem. I'm looking at these ones a little bit more closely just because it's been a while since I've seen them, and I'm curious. I remember Verada showing up a couple of times as a problem as well. Remember Faden Hawthorne? He helped us get Devour Eggs. Now he's haunted by Devour Eggs. So that's an unfortunate, tragic occurrence. I need to remember to get screenshot. Hi, Necromancer Mune. Now then, let's go retrieve our lost relic. Follow May. I shall follow you, Necromancer Mune. Melandrius Shocker, go get it. Yeah. You got it. We need some more minions up in this place. Oh. Why don't you carry that relic back to the sanitarium? I don't like to do the heavy lifting. Okay. Follow me, young necromancer. I cannot see. There is an enormous blinding light in my line of sight. Look at this thing. What an ornate chest. That little eyes on it. This feels like it was modeled a little bit off of... Oh, you might notice my screenshot count is lower because I move folder things. Something about this design makes me think a little bit of the Ark of the Covenant. But also not. Kind of interesting. Okay, Necromancer Mune. With the return of this relic, the inmates of the sanitarium will sleep easier this night, and it's all thanks to you. You show some real talent for the high art of necromancy. Thank you, Insidious Parasite. Great skill to have unlocked. I am not using curses at the moment. I don't need any of these, but good to know that that's where I can make them, right? Yes, something. Now, what do I need to be able to raise minions like this? I want more pet skills. Oh, I wanted to get this character a Black Widow, but now I'm realizing giving her name, I need to get her like a Jingle Moa. Yeah. Yeah, that's obvious now. I find it interesting how so many of the necromancer teachers from pre-searing sort of thing go mad. With the searing, like they go kind of off the rails. Wow, I've dropped a bunch more frames again. Um, Verada was our initial trainer, and he, like Kasha and Muna obviously are fine, but Oberon, we have here going problems, and then Kasha we also have, or not Kasha, Verada repeatedly like shows himself like he was the initial necromancer person at the very beginning, and then we have several instances of him being a problem later. I find that kind of interesting. Shows a bit of nuance. You killed 6 of his minions, you say? Excellent. Oberon should be truly enraged. Your actions this day are starting to draw him out of hiding. Dark Pact is decent damage. I don't have enough investment in blood magic to make it any good right now. Mark of Pain. That's also quite reasonably good. Ooh, Parasitic Bond and Putrid Explosion, you say? Our plan seems to have worked. My spies inform me that Oberon is headed here even now to seek revenge on the one who slew his minions. Of course, I don't have to tell you that it's in both our best interests for you to slay Oberon. He comes for you up the road from the east even now. Are you ready to face him? Oh, I'm more than ready. Oberon may have taught me a few curses back in the day, but I think he is going to find that a party of 4 is stronger than one random dude at like level 6. Oh, he brought some more minions. Level 4 minions. Those are stronger than my henchmen. Oh, look, I was right. He is level 6. Fortunately for him, I also have a pet cat. Where is a grunt the cursed whelp who dare lay a hand upon my servants? Kasha will pay for sending you. It's only natural. Come, Oberon minion, let's go. Let's go back and report to Kasha. Yes, yes. It seemed appropriate. Man, I love this game. It's so good. Oberon's skills must have been slipping. Still, you did manage to defeat him, so I suppose you deserve some sort of reward. Good old parasitic bond. Iron life siphon. Putrid explosion is also a nice pickup. Depending on shockwave that deals some damage to nearby foes. I'll go ahead and equip that now. Again, I'm not really doing anything with blood magic. Put another point in soul reaping, honestly. Actually, yes, more beast mastery. Boy, I need better. I need more skills. Speaking of more skills, let's go here. Where is Ellie Rigby? I have some supplies for orphans for you. Sir Titus. Yes, yes, defending the wall. Clearly a very important task. I will attend to the wall. Yes. I mean, I'm already halfway there. Let's just go the rest of the way. I need to go back there, hand some of these things over. These can all be salvaged for parts. Feels wild to ruthlessly salvage everything for parts. But honestly, I need parts, so might as well. Might as well. Squire Zachary. One of my best friends growing up was named Zachary. I have very fond memories of those days. Very fond memories indeed. Except for this one specific memory from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That was the game. Stumbling over my game names here a little bit. Oh yeah, this confrontation between King Adalbert and Prince Rourke. I remember this playing several times on the Warrior. Sophia Ash. And anyway, I have this very specific memory from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles where we were in a town and we're all trying to run in 4 opposite directions and getting literally nowhere. Anyway. You know what? Yeah, I'll equip Vile Touch over Point Blank Shot. I will not equip Penetrating Attack, but that's a really good bow skill to have. Thank you for 500 experience and 50 gold, which is actually really good at this stage of prophecies. I don't know. The breach is where there's a bunch of skills, I guess. I'm gonna go that way. Wait. I'm not going to go that way. And I'm not going to go that way precisely because there are quests that are going to send me that direction, and I want to bundle things. I'm not that hard up for skills now. I've got a decent assortment. And Vile Touch things that get too close. My pet can Feral Lunge at them. The Parasitic Bond for 30 health. No, that one's bad. Okay, I need more skills. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But we're making progress on the skill count. I know the skill I most want for pet attacks is the one that's Predator's Pounce, I think it is. But it's plus damage and heals your... My goodness, I've been dropping a lot of frames. Yes, it's good. Right. Right, Torin. I feel like something opens up a bunch of quests here. Maybe it's doing the Great Northern Wall. Let's do the Great Northern Wall. I feel reasonably confident. Let's put my 3 different crafting materials of single count into the bank. Excellent. Maybe I should swap to this weapon set. Slightly more energy? Probably doesn't really matter that much, but I don't need bow attacks anymore. Yes. Captain Callan, Captain Calhoun. Captain. Thank you. Excuse me. There's something about this doing this at a lower level that feels... what's the word I'm looking for? More pure? There's a certain chaosness of it. Where it's like, I'm not needing to min-max. Or like, there's no feeling that optimization is important. I don't know. I think it's fun to optimize things in games, but it's also kind of fun to not have to. That makes sense, to kind of like mix and match various bits and bobs. And I feel like I'm able to do that more here than I am later on with the game. Just something I'm noticing, thinking about, that sort of thing. Hmm. Oh, yes, that name. That makes sense. Might make that Ranger soon. Yeah, Factions Ranger. Yes. Because I have a name idea. But I'll keep it in my head for now. Where it's secret, where it's safe. Now look across the way to the ruins hidden within the glowing lights of the distant land. Or something poetic like that, anyway. I need a bloodstain insignia on her. I can get Jingle Noah after I get her to Eye of the North. It's gonna be a journey. I want to get this Melandri Stalker up to level 20 and put it in the Zysham Menagerie before I worry about any of that sort of stuff anyway, but... I don't know why, but the idea of a necromancer with a pet is really appealing to me right now. I can't tell you the last time I put a Vile Touch on a bar was. Excuse me. It's not a great skill. I would like to not drop any more frames if I can, but that is not something directly under my control. More's the pity. I'm quite fond of my Necromancer in Guild Wars 2. Reaper is a lot of fun there. Mostly because it actually feels quite effective. That's the way of things, though. I want to go get that wreckage, but then I'm probably going to take the side path. I found you, Plague Devourer, blowing up my corpses. Loot everything! And also this wreckage. I need Kiln Testabree's random assortment of gear. Like this crest. And pauldrons, which aren't in this game as a piece of armor, but nevertheless. Weiss? I don't know, it looks French. I don't know how to pronounce French. I can take a guess at it, but I'll probably be wrong. Aura of the Lich is going to be nice. What's my minion cap right now? 5, I think? Oh my goodness, could you imagine getting this tar out of your clothes? It would be awful. How truly unpleasant. You can get to Kiln Testabri going underneath here, by the way. If you follow that path around and underneath this bridge, it curves around over that way to where you can see Kiln Testabri over there, which is neat, and maybe we'll go back that way because it's neat. But it is also not immensely useful. Yeah, we're gonna do some other character stuff after I finish this. I have decided. My decision is made. Also, I want to spend some time on that Ellie Mesmer. We're gonna be eclectic today. How is it every time I look down, I feel like I've dropped more frames? I'm now up to 1,767. What's going on? Why are my frames leaving me? It'd be an interestingly slightly different design space if minions that you raise, instead of slowly accumulating health regen over time, just could not be healed. Hmm. It would create a different sort of gameplay dynamic. Also, I know this looks like a fire artifact, and it is because it's a flame artifact, but it also has 0 requirements, so I'm just using it. I kind of want to get a bulwark of Balthazar, or no, the runic shield. There's a runic shield collector's item. That's a shield that gives +5 energy, I think. Bulwark of Balthazar is a different thing. It's near the eastern frontier, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's the last area for wreckage. Fleck Grok Spit. I know what grokking is. I know what spit is. I'm not sure what it means to grok spit. Like, look at it and know it and, like, comprehend it or something? I don't know. That sounds perplexing. I like perplexing for what that sounds like. Yeah, see his pauldron. Pauldrons aren't an armor piece in this game, though. They added them in Guild Wars 2, though. Now I am the master. My sister and I recently watched through our VHS copies of the original trilogy and recorded them with a digital converter. And let me just say they are not the highest quality, but something about VHS quality is deeply nostalgic for me. I want to do that with our copy of The Last Unicorn. Another nostalgic movie from my childhood. And hers as well, obviously. Okay, Kiln, let's get your armor out of my inventory. This is just a tall shield. That's Kiln's crest. These are legally distinct items. Also, the quest items are all worth 5 gold. So obviously his armor, whoever went grave robbing really made a poor choice. And that's there in Guild Wars 2, in which case being worth 5 gold a piece is actually quite valuable. Also, he is the champion of Sarmia. Please take your enchanted armor. Thank you. Soul Reaping. And Blood Magic. Did that even do anything? Yes, it's now 50 health instead of a lesser amount. We'll go back this way, like I said. I said that earlier, and I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to go back this way, because it's interesting. I don't know that it's faster, but it is. In fact, it's probably slower, but it is interesting. This mission is much quicker if you ignore the bonus. That might be an exaggeration, but it is quicker if you ignore the bonus, which is almost always the case until you get to the point where they no longer have a bonus and instead is an expert and master reward tier, at which point some of those are for going fast, in which case it's fastest to get masters. Yep. I think that change overall was good. And they hit, like, Nightfall feels like with a lot of the design, they hit the right, like, sweet spot and like they'd really figured it out and nailed it at that point, and then they stopped. Which is unfortunate, in my opinion. But I also understand their reasons for it. I apparently have a copy of an early Guild Wars 2 trailer from like 2009, and that was interesting to rewatch. Looking at some my videos folder that's full of old single segment speedruns and random Let's Play junk from back in the day before YouTube was even a thing, some of those videos. Or like YouTube was a thing, but so was Google Video because Google hadn't acquired YouTube yet, and like Rever and Blip.tv and Vimeo, and some of those are still around. Yeah, hey, it took a while for the internet to coalesce around YouTube. It did, but it took a while to get there. Slur Scar Chest is a heck of a name. Excuse me. Hey, look, we're almost done with this one. I've been playing for an hour already. Been in this map for 15 minutes. Well, we'll be in here for another 3, probably. Most of it will be walking. This always looks like the bottom of a Lego brick to me. Yeah. New song. It's not widely applicable. Scene in now? Close enough. Hey, look, it's Bonfaz Brentford.
Invasion force. Captain Callan was right.
Callan, okay.
They've spotted us. Back to the wall.
Is there any Guild Wars 2 char light armor that looks kind of like Bonfaz Brentford's armor with like bits of feather sticking out of it? They should totally do that for like armor that you loot from the Flame Legion. Okay, now we just need to run back to the wall. And not die to char forces pursuing us. This is a great spot to be a level 20 elementalist and just drop everything, by which I mean your AoEs, into the middle of their forces and just watch them evaporate. Oh, Alicia is falling behind. Well, that sucks for her. We're going to walk through this enormous gate asset and onto this enormous bridge asset. Everything is an asset. Don't worry about it. Piles of skulls! Are all of them human? No, clearly. Humans don't have enormous bowl-like heads. Also, tip, if any one of your party members reaches Captain Callan with news of the Char invasion, your entire party will win the mission. Good to know. I already knew that, but it is good to know. It's a good tip. We're at 1940 of dropped frames, by the way. I feel like it's only a matter of time before that resets and the whole stream goes down for a second before reconnection succeeds. I'm not happy about that continuing to happen, by the way, the whole frame drops thing, but and I want to fix it. It's just going to be a bit before I do, for various other reasons that I am not going to explain, because I'm okay with them and don't feel that I need to justify them. I kind of do, because that's our habit as humans, is we justify our decisions to each other, which is really the process of trying to convince the other person that they would make the same decision as you made, which is kind of a fool's errand sometimes. Yeah. Interesting interesting choice of decor, as the word face was for some reason strongly in my mind looking at those faces, and was that was interfering with my ability to pronounce choice. I was going for like voice or something.
Well done. What news of the Char?
Sir, we found Bonfaz Brentford and the Char army in a valley to the north.
They're here
I'm
now.
afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak.
There are too many. We'll never hold them back. The wall is lost. We must fall back. Retreat! Retreat!
I mean, close the gates to your gatehouse.
Regroup at the bunkers just north of Fort Rannoch. We can't let the Char make it to the capital.
You have these defensive structures, use them. No? Is it too hard to close doors? Like, what's the problem here? shouldn't have, like, in the middle of a warfare like this, they should actually probably be closed more often than not, and only open for special occasions, like people going out through them to go fight in your war. Okay, I said I wanted to go ahead and start character, and we're going to do that now. Excuse me. Role-playing character. Factions. Ranger. Female, always female. Okay, we're gonna wish we had slightly better hair choices. Person spends a lot of time outside. Uh, Probably that face. Yeah, that face. Or we could not go with this one. That one maybe. No, that one's familiar. I don't know why that one. This one for some reason feels like a different, like Mongolian or something. Not sure. I'm quantifying these. A lot of pigtails, I'm noticing. Also, that feels very wintry. Oh, it's the Eye of the North theme song. I think I like flower buns. We're gonna go with flower buns here. Maybe that color actually. Oh man, that's such a good view of there. I think we're gonna go with this color. Kind of a darkish brown, almost green color. I don't know, we're gonna go with it. She has a very interesting look. Okay. Purple. Tiny and purple. And not showing that because do you see how big this mask was? Like, what is this? Hey, Clean Star, good to see you. Welcome. Prepare for random frame drops. They've been happening a lot today. Yeah. Not too fond of the Canthan starting armor, TBH, but that's going to go away soon enough anyway. Okay, the name that I had, idea that I had earlier. There we go, Mori, the Japanese word for forest. As far as I understand it, because The Legend of Zelda says Kokiri no Mori. Time to create. Yes. Jingjay Island, 1582 CC. 200 years have passed since the Jade Wind remade the face of Kantha. But the Empire of the Dragon still needs heroes. For decades, young Kanthans have come to Xingzhe Monastery to learn from the greatest living hero of Kantha, the ritualist known as Master Togo. Give me bow. Okay. First, all weapon groups. In my hands. Hide cape. I'm gonna come with you. Go to the monastery now, along with Lucas, Taya, and Yijo Tan. Okay. Who needs time for orientation? Instead, I have my starter bow, which is a recurve bow that looks kind of like a flat bow or a long bow or something. Recurve is actually a type of bow that I've used a lot because it's best for interrupts. Boy, that threw me off. That faction extra box to interact with. This is a Luxon, of course. Ludo is a good man. He would have made a fine Luxon were he not so fond of staying in one place. Rangers must hone primal survival instincts that have lain dormant for generations. This means living in perfect harmony with nature. Sujun, my assistant, will provide the initial training to help you achieve this. Look for him in Sunqua Vale. I will look for Sujun. Charm animal. We got Power Shot, which we did not have well, I think we might have been unlocked on my account, but because I think Jean got it, but we didn't get it in Prophecies yet. Excuse me. It's a nice starting skill. Also, expertise and marksmanship, no point of wilderness survival. We're not really going to focus on Beast Mastery. I'm going to leave this here because they might tell me I need to do stuff with it. But this character is not really going to focus on Beast Mastery because I'm going to do that on the Necro. Not sure what I want her secondary to be. Taya, Lucas, and Kisai. Actually, you know what? No, not Lucas. Let's bring Mai. You know why? Because Mai is cute. How's that for a reason? I know. I like Mai. I don't use her enough. She has a really cute outfit that I could not pull off. And that is okay. Because different people look good in different garments. Now, Sunqua Vale. Hey, Ludo. Okay, so you're telling me about the area. I'm pleased to see you out here, Sophia Morty. As I said before, Sunqua Vale can be a dangerous place. In addition to the usual mantids and kappa, you may find yourself facing more organized foes. The Naga have been sighted in the Vale in increasing numbers lately. I certainly do not need to tell you to be careful around those snakes, do I? You will also see members of the Crimson Skulls around the Vale. They are little more than thugs and cowards, but be wary of them. They are led by a former student of this very monastery, you know. I think that is why Master Shogo has been so lenient with them. He hoped his former student would reform his ways. Well, remember to take care of yourself, and always travel with companions. Good luck. Look at the valley spread out before us. Let's back up slightly. The NPCs are less bunched. There we are. All right. Deburo Kuri. Collector. No, open. Focus on primary quest. Mantid, you're in my way, Mantid. Ah, that makes sense. Power Shot's an interesting skill in that it's actually armor ignoring, which is quite strong and weak in different respects. I think the rabbit cages might be relevant. Why is there a rabbit cage over here? There's a rabbit in a rabbit cage. Okay, Sujun, what do you got for me? What am I going to make my secondary on this character? Maybe warrior? Not assassin. I mean, I'll pick up assassin stuff later, but I mean, it's a pretty big cage for rabbits, I suppose. Master Greco sent you to me? Well, I was just about to go out collecting gold to save the endangered blue scale, but I suppose a new student takes precedence. Right. We had better get started on your training then, so I can get back to it. The blue scale will not save themselves. Ophelia Mori, I am so glad you are here. I have just learned that live rabbits are being used as bait by a hunter who wishes to capture a yeti. As if this were not horrible enough, it seems that the scent of the rabbits is attracting all sorts of other creatures, which are attacking travelers on the road nearby. I need you to help me free the rabbits before they or anyone else gets hurt. Of course, I will help. Swirling defense is a great skill. I'm happy to have that. I will leave that there for lack of a better place to put it. Well, a new student. It is wonderful to meet you. I am Sujun, and I will help you to train you in the ways of the ranger. Are you Kanthan? No matter, we are all special in the eyes of the gods. Now, what would you like to discuss? Free the fur. Hurry, we have to free those poor rabbits before they get eaten. Oh, and the road is unsafe for travelers. Yes, these cows, buffalo, are a menace. Clearly. Hi, rabbit. There you go, little fellow. Imagine how frightened he must have been. Terrible, using these creatures as live bait. Two rabbits freed, one left. It feels good to do good works, does it not? Wait, do you smell that? I think something has caught the rabbit's scent and is coming in for a closer look. Get ready for a fight. What, a hungry kappa? I need more expertise. Ugly little critter, but I suppose everything has its place in the world, somewhere. We'd better go and free that last rabbit before another one of those things comes for it. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I missed the button I wanted to push. Whatever, let's open this rabbit cage. We've done it. All of the rabbits have been freed. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. Congratulations, Judin. I'm glad you're so happy. Well, that was a day's work well done. You should feel very proud of yourself, Sophia Lamore. You are a true hero. You've done well so far, but your training is far from complete. I am sorry to see you go, but I am afraid I must send you on to your next trainer. Look for Zoe in Kenya province. Her appearance and gruff demeanor is off-putting to some, but like all of us, she is special in her way. Good luck. The mountains. I wonder if Zoe will send me to... Oh, man. I love mist and mountains. It's such a beautiful thing. I've seen some of the, like, sort of finger mountains island things in China, and they're just so pretty. You see pictures of those? I mean, I haven't seen them in person. I've kind of not really got much of a desire to, but actually go to China with their current government. But lots of lovely stuff that way. I should maybe charm this tiger. think I might charm this tiger. I'm not really going to focus on a pet here, but it feels like it might be prudent to have one. Hopefully Zoe doesn't make me regret that decision. Don't know why it would happen, but you never know with these things. Oh, yeah, since Holly are a little bit more aggressive, huh? I'll take the level. Shrine of Mott. So when I came through here, I fought a ranger boss and got the bow drop, so I probably won't get it this time, but it would be very nice. I think we can all agree on that. Jean the Skull Bow, not to be confused with Acolyte Jean, also a ranger, but a member of the Zaishin as opposed to... Oh. You need to get close enough that the henchmen understand aggression. Nope. No drop. That's okay. Oh, you know, I could put it in the bank. That would be wise. Yes, 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 yes. I have a plan. Also, Grenth is all Yumi and stuff from Favor. Okay, so Tomat Pass. Oh, yes, it's because it's to Mott. You pass through there to get to the Shrine of Mott. Clearly, that's the origin of the name. You are late. We will begin your training promptly. For months, I have been trying to trap a particularly elusive Yeti. I have set rabbit traps to lure him, but I find the traps broken and the rabbits gone. Perhaps together we can do what I have been unable to alone. This is really funny, where she's been trying to set rabbit traps in order to get this Yeti, and the other ranger trainer that you just came from has been freeing them. That amuses me. I suggest you take some time to review the skills I'm about to give you. When you're ready to go, speak to me again. I'm happy to help. Ah, Flame Trap and Read the Wind. Flame Trap is a new unlock. That's nice. Call me Zoe. I'll be your trainer. I would much rather train than talk, so let's get to work. Which would you like to study first? Yeti hunt. I hope the Yeti has not escaped while you were busy daydreaming. Come, let us go find the beast. My skill bar is what we would call a mess and a half. And I do not like it, but I don't have a great... I noticed some tracks nearby. I think it is close now. I do not have a great way of cleaning it up. Hey, Mifi. Oh, you can give me a mask. I don't care. There it is, attack. Where? Oh, the Wild Yeti. I have placed a trap. Now let us back up so we make use of the trap. Yes. You might just make a good ranger someday. Thank you. You did well to get back. You did well back there. It's time that you return to them and return to the monastery and meet with Master Toga. He awaits you in Lanok Courtyard. I need to go this direction, and I'm close to this direction, so I might go this direction. How many monastery cards do I have? 2? I'm going to grab my bags now. They'll give me a free belt pouch later, but bags not so much. Excuse me. Okay, I can also open up my bank. Which means I can go and get myself better armor already, which I am going to do now, because I realized that I can, instead of later. Oh. Escalon armor A. I might get this stuff. Moon on. Xing J armor is the armor I am wearing now, and I do not care for it, so I will not be getting that. Canthan certainly is armor. Okay, we're going to go with Ascalonian armor because I like it. That is all on that matter. I want the expertise headpiece. Yeah, we're going from 10 armor to 25 armor. So compare. Yeah, it's a good bit more value. This stuff I can't do anything with, so I'm just going to delete it. Better. I did not realize when I was picking the skin tone how much it might blend into certain things, but no, that's just an open back, I think. Not leather, but yeah, I like how that looks better. Okay. Well, that was a quick upgrade. I did not have the materials on this person to have done that upgrade right away, by the way. That was not a huge amount of tanned hide, but it was, you know, like 9, 10 pieces and whatnot. Okay. I think this is the point where I pick a secondary. Headmaster Greco has told me great things about you, Sophia Morty. You have begun to learn the way of the Ranger, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. Speak with the other headmasters and learn what they have to teach you. When you are ready to make a final choice, come and speak to me again. Huh. I'm not actually sure what I want here. I don't want to do assassin or like rituals is what I would potentially normally pick for the simple reason that binding rituals are reduced by expertise, and I think that's kind of cool. But I already picked ritual secondary on the assassin that I made, so because I wasn't, my plans have shifted with time. And assassin would be another one that I'd consider, but obviously assassin already. So I don't want to do either of those paths already because I've already seen them. I want to do something different, and I'm not sure what I'm inclined towards most here. Let's see. So I'm going to be making monk and mesmer here. Right, so in that case, probably warrior makes the most sense. Ultimately, I'm probably going to want to do a bunch of Paragon stuff with her. But that's future. Hashtag future things. Master Togo sent you, eh? Well, if you wish to study the ways of the warrior, you must be prepared to practice hard and take a beating, or 10. You must learn to focus your anger and use it against your enemies, to wield a close range weapon, to inspire your allies with your battle cries. This is not a decision to be taken lightly. Become a great warrior, or even a good one, you will need a vast amount of training. Each journey, however, begins with just one step. Make your first step, seek out Talon, Silverwing, and Sunquo Vale. He is a great Tengu warrior, and there's much he can teach you. Oh yeah, healing signet. Huh. Yeah, sure. Sever artery, not so much. Power attack, definitely not. Nang the Tanner. This is the quest to get me a belt pouch. And this is the other random quest to my village. I want to, while I'm still thinking about it, yes, this bow can go over to that other character. I might as well drop these off and deposit this money. It'll be generally useful across my characters. Okay. Bow's rec 5. Oh my goodness, my bar is an absolute travesty. Yes, I guess. Ugh. Ugh and a half. Okay. Obviously, my focus has been on expertise because I'm a ranger. That's how that goes. And I need my decreased costs. I should grab Taya, Kasai, and actually, let's bring Asen in my. Asen is maybe a little redundant with Taya, I don't remember, but I don't know, I'm shifting it up a little bit. Why not? Hmm. 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 All right, Talon Silverwing is this way. No, wait. No, he is this way. Yes. Yes, this is the way we're trying to go. Okay. The other consideration I was having is what do I want to do with Monk and Mesmer that I'm going to be making here. That view up into those trees is just really cool. I like past the trees, the bushes or whatever. So I'm probably going to do Mesmer Necro and Monk Ellie, is what I'm thinking. On the basis that I like Lift with Lesser Energy on Monk, and I want to spread stuff out. I assume Headmaster Zahn sent you. Well, let's have a look at you. Yes, the Headmaster is a shrewd judge of potential as well as a great warrior. During the wars known in these lands as the Tengu Warriors, General Zahn bested me on the battlefield. He saw something in me then and spared my life. I am sworn now to protect and serve him. If he wishes you trained, then trained you will be. In combat, cool head is more important than anything else. The moment you lose your focus, you have already lost the fight. It is time for you to face me in combat. Defeat me with a calm mind and prove to me that you are worthy of my training. I have just given you some skills that should prove useful to you. Once you have reviewed them and are ready to begin, speak with me again. I will take Watch Yourself over Cyclone Axe. Cyclone Axe is good. This is a duel, so you guys go all over there. I mean, it's a duel as much as anything with a pet is a duel, I suppose. Greetings, human. I am Talon Silverwing of the Tengu, and I will train you in the art of combat. Someday, if you work very hard, you might become as great a warrior as my good friend, Headmaster Zahn. Okay. I'm cheating. Good. Remember, never show your opponent the slightest sign of weakness. You must find the battle. Something. Let's... Whatever. Oh, well, that mantid was quite useful. It triggered all of those traps. Okay, good job, everyone. There's something that feels really funny about getting the level up from that. Okay, I do want to work on my marksmanship here. You have what it takes to become a warrior, Sophelia Mori. Just remember that which I have taught you this day. Your skill is impressive for a human, though it will be years before you achieve Headmaster Zahn's level of expertise. It is time that you seek out Wen Ga. Due to his extreme dislike for my kind, there's little love lost between us, but his talent as a warrior is unquestionable. Look for him in Panjiang Peninsula. Oh, I'm following in the steps of my cousin Nika. It was she who first showed me that the path of assassin could be one of service and honor to the higher powers. Cool, I didn't realize you were Nika's cousin. That's neat. So it turns out if something becomes an enemy while standing on a trap, it will not trigger the trap. It has to enter the trap's radius, not just appear there. So that's fun. Zheng Zhou here. I believe there's some quests that you can do with him, but he shows up later in Zundaijin. Excuse me. Dee-dum 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 dee-doo. I am, of course, going this way to speak with the Tanner. Mm-hmm. Gotta take care of these Crimson Skulls over here. Watch yourselves is actually kind of useful on a ranger. Where is seeing you? Hello there. Thanks for your help. Here are the tree hides you were looking for. Thank you. This quest should now be... Yep. Okay, I can go see the guy for my reward. We're not caring about that right now, but we will do that as soon as we get back to Xingzhou. But, you know, that'll be... Oh... Hey! And we stopped dropping frames. We've dropped over 3,000 frames now. Good job, us. It is not a contest and is not desirable, but here we are. I have completed the quest that I will turn in to get a belt pouch once we get back to Xingzhou. Now we're looking for Wenga, who's over this direction by all quest marker appearances. I don't like that I've dropped 1 in 50 frames functionally. Not quite that bad. It's bad, but not like... It says it's 1.8%. So it's almost 2%. Which is almost 1 in 50. Just really quite a lot over the course of the last hour and 38 minutes. Talon Silverwing sent you. That Tango is not half the war I am, but then no Tango is. Why the general keeps him around is beyond me. If I had my way, I would have cut him to pieces years ago. You can free everything the Tango taught you. Your real training will begin here with me. Thieves have been stealing long beans from the bean fields nearby. I cannot abide thievery or those who practice it. There's no honor in that profession, none at all. Go to the bean fields and see if you can catch those crop thieves at their game. I will not use Mighty Blow. I will absolutely put Frenzy on my bar over Flame Trap, because that's an awkward skill to use. No, there's a farmer over here with a quest for me. I will take that quest up. You look like the sort of person who gets around, if you do not mind my saying. Do you think you could do me a favor? Those accursed Kappa have been eating my crops, and I cannot get rid of them with just a pitchfork. It is too dangerous by far. But there is a hunter, name of Sukaro, visiting Xingzhou Monastery, if I'm not mistaken. Sukaro promised me a Kappa trap when he passed through here, but he has not been back this way yet. If I do not get rid of the Kappa, my crops will not survive until harvest. If I promise to reward you for your time, would you pick up the Kappa trap for me? No, why not? Yeah, it's back in Xingzhou Monastery. The crop thieves, by the way, are called the Crimson Skull, sir. Apparently, they want these nice grapes. I don't think I will be using Frenzy just yet. Something about having used my cancel stance because I was under attack. Yep, Crimson Skull. I knew it. Oh yes, the treated hides. Naturally. won't be long now before I can use that bow. That'll be nice, a little upgrade. Well done. The crops are safe, and you have proven to me that you have what it takes to truly excel as a warrior. Your defeat of the crop thieves has proven your courage and honor. It is time for you to take the next step on your journey. Master Togo wishes to meet you in Linnock Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. I'm on my way for an audience with Master Slogo. Oh, hi. I mean no rudeness, but I have no time for idle talk. My prey is on the move, and I need supplies if I am to stay on the trail. Copper trap for farmers now? Yes, I have one ready. You might also offer him a word of warning. Do not place any appendages in the trap if he wishes to keep them. Wow, that's good word. Ooh, that is vicious looking. Well, a good word of warning, though. That's what that is. We've got the treated hides I needed. Great. Here's the belt pouch as I promised you. Excellent. Belt pouch. Is this starter? Yeah, starter axe, sword, and hammer. I do not need any of those. They are not useful. Okay, I can get another point of expertise. I shall do so. I'm not using any wilderness survival, so it's kind of pointless. Alright, let's go do our next step. Okay, 3 for a rune of holding. Noted, noted. I'll work up towards that. It'll be good, it'll be good. Mesmer right there. You can tell because of their armor. It is something that I really like about this game and cannot emphasize enough. It is really cool and is one of the things that I really like, is that each profession has its own style, and I love it. That's something that I miss when I play Guild Wars 2. Headmaster Zahn has told me great things about you, Sophia Morty. You have begun to learn the way of the warrior, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. Speak with the other headmasters and learn what they have to teach you, and when you're ready to make a final choice, come and speak to me again. I am ready to make a final choice. Let's see. Assassin and Rituals are spoken for. Monk is going to be paired with that, and Mesmer is going to be paired with that. So we're going to actually see all of them in that way. So that's going to be pretty cool. I think that's the plan I'm going to go with. I like this plan. It will mean 4 factions characters, 3 prophecies characters, and 1 Nightfall character on this account, which I am okay with. Yeah, it feels like a thorough experience, spreading things out. As much as I love prophecies, it feels a bit redundant to go through those things with characters that will... Anyway, it makes more sense to me to do things this way. Choose your secondary profession. I will choose warrior as my secondary profession. I do not want those now, thank you. A fitting choice, young one. Congratulations. You now have the choice of returning to your headmaster to earn the insignia, or I can take you further. Now I want to go get my insignia. I will return to you after I get my insignia. Also, marksmanship. Let's go get this bow I was just given. Or, no, this bow that I acquired elsewhere. Customized. Have I gone the right way? I dare say I have not. I'm not going to need this on anybody else, though, because it's garbage in the long run. I mean, it's great now. 3 to 5 versus 10 to 16. Like, this is clearly a huge improvement now, but I do want to customize it. I don't know. Backpack should be showing. Yeah, these are not as good anyway. In terms of raw numbers. There are other types, but... And there's value in that, but anyway. Okay, I want my Ranger's insignia. Thingy. You are ready to earn your Ranger insignia? Alright then. This advanced training is designed to teach you the nuances of the Ranger's arts, controlling nature, using advanced bow attacks, and hindering your enemies with conditions. Rangers commune with nature, summoning spirits that alter the environment for both friend and foe. They can also lay deadly traps, and of course damage enemies with many powerful ranged attacks. Speak with the instructor to begin your training. Hi, Headmaster Lee. I think she's... yeah, she is the assassin trainer. That's not assassin armor. That looks like monk armor. He's Vong. He's elementalist. It looks like a ritualist. Oh yeah, monk would be a Kurzik. Zon is Kenthan General. Uju is the necromancer. You might also recognize that as the model used for the fortune teller in the flashbacks with Shido. But that's neither here nor there. Snaring course. It's time that you learn the arts of snaring and kiting. Snaring lets you slow. Okay. This is just very rudimentary rote stuff. Oh, sprint. Yes. Pin down I was expecting. Slightly adjusting myself here. I'd like to go to the dojo now. Hey, Kai Ying. Welcome to the snaring course. Instructor Zoe will be using a method called kiting to try to prevent you from inflicting damage upon her. Yeah, I'm not going to really read these because these are just like... very rudimentary mechanical concepts. Success. Ah, man, I love the mountains around Xingje. They're really pretty. Somehow I think they're prettier in this game than they are in Guild Wars 2. And I'd have to really think about that, but... because one of the fun details of Guild Wars 2 is this boardwalk area that we're in now, where we're doing all of our training, is the same area where they have the training areas in Guild Wars 2. Like, it's the same spot. Like, the monastery is right here. And, like, it's, like, same sort of location. I think this might be where the guild hall is. Like, obviously, the scale feels a bit different and things like that. So we don't actually have access to this part of Xingje Island in Guild Wars 2. But I feel like the mountains in Guild Wars 1, they feel different than Guild Wars 2 in a way that I like better. But it's a little hard to sort of explain, if that makes sense. Thank you. Next one. Advanced defensive techniques. Provide you with defensive skills. Survive for 2 minutes. Defensive stance does not seem super great here. Not gonna lie. Throw dirt seems what we would call more useful. Oh yes, I need to talk to him to actually have him begin. Do 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 do. That notably gives me time to heal. Don't like your leaping mantis sting. I need to heal, but I also don't want to do so without a defensive skill up. Yep, okay. I think if I want to employ that strategy, I should replace Resig with Sprint. Okay, let's try that again. This bow's also a little bit suboptimal in that it decreases my armor while I'm attacking. So I'd actually take less damage while just standing there, but... I'm using the kiting techniques now. Wahahaha. Can break aggro, and then the AI reasserts aggro. Yeah, this is working way better. This is advanced techniques. Yep. Just running around, hitting them with random pin downs in order to snare them. And there we go. That'll give me enough to break aggro because of the way their AI is working. Hey, Star Stuff. Good evening. Okay, time to go receive credit for this course. Aha. Boy, I've dropped so many frames this stream. It's crazy. Well done. You've mastered the art of defense, by which I mean kiting enemies aggressively. Skill chaining. Yes, I am ready. Balanced stance. Kindle arrows. Yeah, I'll use Kindle arrows. Dual shot. Yeah, sure. We'll do that mix. Actually, I would rather continue to use Read the Wind. He didn't take long. Boy, I really feel my need for expertise. I'm getting about a 20% discount right now. How expensive my skills are, it does not feel like as much as I would like. Wow, okay. I'm having a really hard time out damaging his shadow refuge. I'm gonna break off here. Um There we go. That worked. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, distracting blow doesn't work, but distracting shot certainly will. Do I want that over throw dirt? It's probably more useful. Yes. Okay, my bar is some hideous amalgam of too many skills by far. Okay, well, how do I want to arrange this? Like that, I think? Okay. Alright, human, it's time to train you in disruption. You will engage instructor around soon combat. Ah, yes. He's the elementalist. I used sprint there to make sure I didn't have frenzy up because I accidentally hit frenzy when I was trying to do an interrupt. Which was obviously the incorrect move. Oh. And he... I don't know what he deep froze there, but it wasn't me. Okay, that worked pretty well. I'm grateful to have Disrupting Shot on this character now. Disrupting Shot would also have been helpful against Panaku if I'd been able to get the timing right. 1 second skills can be a little tricky to interrupt. Congratulations, you have earned your Ranger insignia. You are now an expert Ranger. May Melandru guide your arrows. Vili Mori, you have become a valued ally. Excuse me. And I would like your assistance on a special project. A red frog has reportedly been sighted here on the island. I'm certain I don't need to tell you that red frog sightings are very rare in this part of Kantha, and have confirmed would be an excellent piece of luck for us. But I don't trust rumors and gossip. I want you to accompany Sejun and Zhou on a mission to verify the beast's existence. They await you in Panjiang Peninsula. You honor me, Headmaster. I'd very much like to go do that, in fact. So let's go do that. Let's bring Kasai in my... That's what I feel like doing. I need to remember to get rid of these. These are terrible. Starter weapons, no use for them. I should spend some time with the skill trainer. Okay, let's get rid of these starter weapons. What skins are they using here? You can see them. Ling Wong. It's about your time. You arrived It's about time you arrived. Sejun here believes his pet panda is something of a tracker. Anyone with an ounce of sense knows that this is a ridiculous claim, but Sejun is my equal and insists on letting Ling Wang prove herself. So, while I am loath to speak these words, we follow the panda. Nonsense, Zoe! Pandas are among the finest trackers in the animal kingdom. Come, Ling Wang, let's find that red frog. I don't think of pandas as being good trackers either, but also Sejun seems a bit goofy. We'll go with goofy. Yes. That's how we will describe him. I keep being struck by the similarities with Beridan's estate, with these sort of walls that are similar to what you might find in Priestring Ascalon, and then vineyards. Excuse me. Look, a pride of Kappa. Be careful not to startle them. Kappa are very fond of cucumbers, you know. They look like they would be just as happy to snack on rangers. Look out! Speaking of Kappas, I have a Kappa trap for this guy. It looks a little rusty, but it should do the trick. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And now, to trap me some Kappa. Oh, these people aren't even in my party. Okay, let's... Well, I'm going to spend them on expertise. Good old Fisher of Woe. Are you certain your panda knows what she's doing? Ling Wang is expert tracker. Look, a Yeti. Also some Kappa. I guess I might have some use for tactics as well. Is she she's supposed to be tracking the red frog, not Yetis. It's true. No, there's Sue. She does stuff with necromancers. Oh, this is not a good spot to go. Cold Shot is one of those skills that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do like it in a Grenth's... Oh, what is it? Grenth's Grasp? Is it Grenth's Grasp? I don't know, the Dervish enchantment that makes your cold attacks deal crippled. Because it's basically becomes a cheap crippling shot at that point. Which is kind of neat. Oh yeah, we're at the point where power shot is a really weird skill in terms of trying to find what its actual usefulness is. Yes, tips about weapons. I'm not going to equip the smiting rod, but thank you for letting me know that I got a new weapon. Excuse me. I see some more Crimson Skull. Wait, where is... Please don't tell me he's stuck on geometry somewhere. There's another ranger that's supposed to be with us, and he is not. And now I'm concerned about his pathing. He didn't get himself killed, did he? I don't know what on. Oh, he did. Sejun! Sejun is dead. A tragedy. Tragedy, I say. Dead Sejun means that this quest is currently soft-locked and I have to reload the area. So that's just great. Rushed off too fast is what happened there. Sejun, pay more attention. I have finished drinking that particular glass of water, and I shall need to exchange it for another glass of water that I have next to me. You cannot see any of this detail, and that is okay. Okay, we're trying to find this red frog using a panda. Which, that was me exchanging water cups, hence my slow response. Which, as Zhou has noted, it seems a bit of a silly idea. But Sejun is a bit of a silly individual, so we're going to attempt this and see what happens. Hopefully, Sejun does not get himself eaten by a Yeti or whatever the heck happened last time. I have a real tendency to go running off. That's for sure. Let's even off that way. Oh, that island. You should maybe be able to see this island in the distance over there, but that's okay. Excuse me. Quickly grab those gold coins and then come up this way to chase after this extremely quick panda.